Alright, hey 6th grade. Today we're going to be multiplying and dividing integers again. We're going to be reviewing kind of some stuff we learned yesterday using models, but today we're going to be using an algorithm. So, make sure you're on handout page 6. If not, pause the video and get there in your note sheet. Okay, but we're going to fill this in. Integers can also be multiplied and divided using an algorithm, which is like rules. How do we multiply? So, make sure you fill in that blank. If you need to pause the video at any time to get caught up, do that, or rewind it a little bit. Alright, so multiply and divide integers. When you multiply or divide two numbers, if the signs are the same, then the answer is positive. Okay, so if I did a positive times a positive, 6 times 5, we know how to multiply positive numbers. We get 30. That's a positive value. If I had a negative times a negative, negative 6 times a negative 5, I also get 30, which is a positive value. So if the signs match or are the same, your answer is positive. Then you just look at the numbers and multiply. If the signs are different, then the answer is negative. Okay, so if I have a positive times a negative, 6 times a negative 5, I know I do 6 times 5 is 30, but then I put a negative out front. If I have a negative times a positive, it's also a negative. Negative 6 times 5 is a negative 30. Okay? Alright, then below, we've got a bunch of boxes. Our job is to figure out different expressions that could result in this answer. So what can I multiply together to get negative 18? Well, think about your factors of 18. What you already know you can multiply times 18. Well, I know I can do 9 times 2 to make 18. But it's a negative 18, so how do I make a negative answer? Right now I have 2 with the same sign, which means my answer has to be positive. All I gotta do is change 1 to be negative. Negative 9 times 2 is a negative 18. Alright, what's another one? What are some other factors of 18? 6 times 3. Well, right now I'm making a positive 18, I want a negative 18, so I'm just gonna do negative 6. What other numbers can we multiply to get 18? You could do 18 times a negative 1. You could put some parentheses around there to show it's a negative 1. Okay, and then I also could do 9 times a negative 2 to make 18. Okay? Alright, what about 40? Oh, positive 40? Well, let's see. I could do 10 times 4, 5 times what? Use your fingers. 8. What if I did a negative 2? What can I multiply a negative 2 by to get 40? I need another negative, negative 20. Or I could do negative 4 times a negative 10. Okay? So take some time, try to fill these out. Work with your elbow partner or neighbor to complete these. Okay? And then you can check in with the teacher, make sure that you're on the right track. Okay? Alright. On the back side, we got some word problems. It says Quinn and Leo are playing a game. Oh, it's kind of blurry. Sorry. Focus. Come on. There you go. Quinn and Leo are playing a game where they have given two numbers and they must multiply them together to find the third number in the row. Then they will multiply the second and third number in the fourth, or in the row to find the fourth number. They continue this until the person with the largest value in the fifth column wins. Who is the winner of each round? Okay. So right now we've got 2 and 5, so you have to multiply these two together. 2 times a negative 5. Am I going to have a positive or a negative answer? A negative answer. Good job. What's 2 times 5? 10. Now I have to multiply negative 5 times negative 10. Well, what's 5 times 10? 50. They have the same sign. They're both negative, so it's a positive 50. Alright, next one I've got negative 10 times 50. Ooh, 10 times 50, 500. They have opposite or different signs. It's a negative 500. Okay, there's my first column. Leo, 4 times a negative 3. Is that going to be a positive or negative answer? They have different signs. Negative what? 4 times 3 is 12. Alright, now I need to multiply negative 3 times negative 12. 3 times 12 is 36. They have the same sign. They're both negative, so it's a positive 36. And I've got negative 12 times 36. Ooh, I don't have a calculator, so I'm going to have to do it by hand. 36 times 12. 2 times 6 is 12. Add a 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Add 1 is 7. Hold my 0 place value. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. Add them up. Ooh, if I missed my count. No. No. Okay, I got 432. Do they have the same sign or different? Different signs. So it's a negative 432. Okay, keep going. See who wins. Remember, when you deal with negatives, the smaller value is closer to 0. So that's the greater value, right? You want less debt if you think about money. Okay? All right, then you're going to work through 2 through 7. See if you can divide on your own. Okay, think about the signs. Let's do number 2 together. They have different signs, so I know my answer is going to be a negative answer. And then all I think about is what's 65 divided by 5. Or how many 5s fit into 65? 15 of them. No, 13. Come on, Miss One Problem. Negative 13. Okay, try the other 5 on your own. Check with the sub. Okay, and then you've got one of these on the bottom. It's January. There's a low temp of negative 8 degrees. The temperature went up to 4 degrees every hour for 6 hours. After 6 hours, what is the new temperature? Okay, so what do you know? You start at negative 8 degrees. You need to know the ending temp. Ending temp. What's my plan and my work? Well, I've got negative 8 plus 4 times 6. Okay, think about your order of operations. What do you do first? Right? Do you add or multiply? Gemma. Right, we got to multiply first, so I've got negative 8 plus, what's 4 times 6? This is my first step. 24. See if you can solve that. Think about your chips. How many positive, how many negative? What's going to be the temperature? Okay? Alright, once you finish your notes, if you need to go back at all to get them complete, show the sub, and then they will get you the worksheet for today. Alright, you got this. See you tomorrow.